Steve here with RV to Cycle. You may recall I asked subscribers to send in their Travato tips. A few of them did, and I'm going to try and string them together and share them with you. If that interests you, stay tuned. This tip comes to us from the extreme northwest, where our subscriber suggests using the front doors for getting in and out of your van when the temperatures are extreme, whether hot or cold. Use those front doors instead of using the slider. A couple of reasons. Number one, you're not tracking wet or snow or sand or whatever into your van through that slider. You're keeping it up in the cab, and you can take your shoes off up there and not track it back into your house. That's one. The second is those doors are smaller. Therefore, you're going to let out less of your heat if it's in the wintertime, let out less of your cold if it's in the summer, and let less of the foul weather in. Our next tip is a method of avoiding that cold burst of water when you use your van's shower. This requires two items. Number one is a collapsible wash basin, and number two is a submersible pump shower combination. Now these things can be purchased on Amazon. There'll be links in the description of this video. What our subscriber recommends, either heated water from, put it in a pan, heat it up, pour it in the wash basin, or because water hits your Travato faucet hot so much quicker than it does back in the shower, if you want to use your kitchen faucet to fill that wash basin with hot water, do that. So you're going to have hot water in that basin, put the submersible pump in, and shower away. This couple has field tested this method, and they found it to be extremely satisfying in terms of their objective, which was to avoid that cold blast of water when they're trying to take a hot shower. Our next tip was picked up in the heat of the Santa Fe, New Mexico deserts. So these guys were out camping and noticed that their freezer wasn't staying frozen. They began talking to some of their neighbors who were also Travato owners, and one of those neighbors suggested, it's not a problem with your refrigerator, you just got too much heat being absorbed by the van and it's having a negative impact on your freezer. So neighbors suggested, and our subscribers followed the suggestion, getting solar blankets. They bought 5 solar blankets, wrapped their van from the front door all the way around the back into the front door on the passenger side with these solar blankets, which were held in place by magnets, similar to the pond magnets you use to hold your shower curtain. Said they looked like a baked potato, but it made a difference. It got rid of the problem they were having with the freezer and made it easier for the air conditioner to keep the interior of their unit cooler. Our next one also has to do with fridge freezer, but this one is organization. This subscriber has a great idea of how to repurpose deli meat trays. So what she's done is she's taken a couple of used deli meat trays, and of course after washing them and stuff, she used duct tape to seal up any gaps, and then you can see in this photo where that was done, and she uses 2 of them for extra strength and uses them in her freezer and continues to use them for meat. So like hamburger meat or chicken or whatever that meat product might be, she puts them in there, slides it in the door of her freezer. Also, she has bought a number of different bins for keeping the refrigerator portion organized. So there are different bins, different sizes, and you can see what our subscriber has used. I'll have links for these bins in the description below the video. The next tip is to use extreme temperature command strips for your command hooks or anything else you want to stick up in your van using the command strips. We've incorporated this ourselves. Got this viewer tip when we were still living in Pennsylvania and we had the freezing cold temperatures for wintertime. We found these guys were extremely useful for the cold weather. And when we went to Texas and experienced extreme heat, they were also useful there. We didn't have stuff falling off the walls anymore. Well, that's it for today. Hope you got something out of this. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.